You know, when you look up at the winter night sky, your eyes are almost always drawn to the constellation Orion. And right there, hanging from his belt, is his sword. It holds one of the most famous objects in the entire sky, about 1,300 light-years away, the Orion Nebula, Messier 42. It's an absolute celestial celebrity. But tucked right beside it is another nebula, Messier 43, that almost everyone just ignores. Well, today, we're going to change that. We're going to uncover this incredible secret story of a cosmic collision that shows how the superstar nebula actually owes its existence to its forgotten little sidekick.
Okay, just take a look at this incredible image. What you're seeing here is the whole shebang. That huge, brilliant, sprawling cloud of gas and dust, that's the main event, M42, the Great Orion Nebula. It's a massive stellar nursery. And then, look closely. See that small, roundish blob just to the northeast? It's kind of separated by that dark river of dust. That's M43. And, at first glance, it looks like a total afterthought.
And yeah, that's exactly how people talk about it. For the longest time, astronomers just saw it as a minor curiosity, completely overshadowed by its stunning neighbor. But what if I told you that this so-called piddly little guy is actually the key to the whole story? That it holds the secret to how M42 was even born?
To start cracking this case, we first have to get one thing straight. These aren't just two random clouds sitting near each other. Nope. They are two totally distinct, expanding bubbles in space, and they're being inflated by completely different engines.
Okay, so what we're looking at here is a real David and Goliath situation. On one side, you have M42. It's being powered by a whole cluster of super hot, massive O-type stars. These are the true heavyweights of the universe. Their stellar winds are ferocious, blowing this bubble outward at a crazy 13 kilometers per second. Then you've got M43. It's powered by just one single cooler B-type star. It's got no powerful wind. Its bubble is expanding way more gently just from the heat of the gas at less than half the speed, only 6 kilometers per second. It's a powerhouse versus a quiet little pond. And this map just makes it crystal clear, right? When astronomers look at the gas in a specific type of light, you can literally see two completely separate bubbles. M42 is that giant shell at the bottom, and M43 is that neat little circle in the middle. For a long, long time, this was the entire story. Two separate neighbors, one big, one small, end of story. But then, scientists found a clue that just didn't fit.
And this is where it gets really interesting. This is where the detective work begins. By studying how the gas was moving across the entire region, astronomers stumbled upon a puzzle that pretty much challenged everything they thought they knew about Orion.
So the main tool for this kind of investigation is something called the Doppler shift. You already know how this works, even if you don't realize it. It's why an ambulance siren sounds higher-pitched when it's racing towards you and lower when it's going away. Well, light does the exact same thing. If gas is moving towards us, its light shifts to blue. If it's moving away, it shifts to red. It's how we clock the speed of things in the cosmos.
So the big question is, what happened when they actually measured all that gas swirling around in Orion? Well, the answer was, not what anyone expected. What they found just didn't make any sense. Instead of a single big, rotating cloud, the data showed two gigantic systems of gas right on top of each other, moving in completely opposite directions at insane speeds. It was like a cosmic traffic jam that just shouldn't have been possible.
This bizarre, confusing observation led to a radical and, honestly, a pretty dramatic new idea. The reason everything was so chaotic is because this entire region is the site of an ongoing, high-speed crash.
Let's just break down what they found, because this is wild. First, you've got this enormous molecular cloud, thousands of times more massive than our sun, and it's hurtling towards us at about 8 kilometers per second. Okay, but then, at the same time, in the exact same location in the sky, there's another giant cloud, and it's rocketing away from us at 13 kilometers per second. How is that possible? Well, there's only one way.
They aren't two separate clouds at all. They're two clouds that have smashed head-on into each other. M42 and M43 aren't just neighbors, they are sitting right at the epicenter of a titanic collision between two colossal molecular clouds. They are the crash site.
And get this isn't some ancient history from billions of years ago. Astronomers figured this collision happened just 100,000 years ago. In cosmic terms, that is the blink of an eye. We're looking at the fresh, smoldering aftermath of an incredibly violent event.
So, why is this collision such a big deal?
because it's the very furnace that forged both of these nebulae, and it completely rewrites the role of our little underdog, M43.
So when two clouds slam into each other this fast, it's not a gentle merger. They hit each other faster than the speed of sound, creating these massive shock waves. And as these shock waves tear through the gas, they compress it to unbelievable densities. They create these little pockets that get so dense that gravity can finally take over, causing them to collapse and kick off a furious burst of star formation.
And here it is. This is the punchline. This collision is what ignited the superstar nebula M42. The very same event that formed the little nebula M43 is what triggered the birth of all those massive stars and its big neighbor. The sidekick wasn't a bystander. It was the catalyst for the whole show.
So think about it this way. The most intense, violent, high-density parts of this cosmic car crash squeezed the gas hard enough to form that cluster of super-hot O-type stars that now power M42. Meanwhile, in a slightly less dense region of the crash, the conditions were just right to form M43's single, less massive star. They're two different results from the exact same event. They aren't just neighbors, they're siblings, born from the same chaotic moment.
I mean, this discovery just completely transforms how we look at one of the most familiar and beloved objects in the entire night sky. What we always thought was this peaceful, serene, stellar nursery is actually something way more dynamic.
So let's look at this image one last time. We're not just looking at a beautiful, static cloud anymore. We are looking at an active, evolving crash site. It's the chaotic remnant of a collision that's still playing out, still shaping the gas and birthing new suns right now, as we watch.
And this is a theme you see over and over again in the universe, isn't it? The most creative and life-giving events, like the birth of massive stars, are so often born from the most violent and chaotic processes you can imagine. Creation and destruction, just two sides of the same cosmic coin.
So the next time you're outside and you look up at Orion's sword, remember the incredible secret story hidden inside that faint, fuzzy patch of light. And it really leaves you wondering, doesn't it? As we look out across our galaxy, how many other beautiful, serene-looking masterpieces are secretly hiding the evidence of their own violent, collisional birth?